Hey everybody, I'm going to show you how to use Melodyne 4's Sound Editor Amplitude tool to attenuate and edit the transient attack of an instrument. In this example, a bass guitar. Let's take a listen. Now this may work for you in your mix, but if you ever come across a situation like this and want to tame those transients, I'll show you how to do that. First thing I'm going to do is draw a cycle range around this region right here. Just select in my timeline and draw a loop like this. And that audio will now loop. Now, you may be inclined to first reach for one of your tools under the pitch tools here. For example, maybe modulation, thinking that this has something to do with the vibrato or the pitch drifting of audio. I'm going to select this range and take my modulation tool and just drag them down. Now, it looks like I'm turning down the transient attacks, but I'm really not. Take a listen. Because it's more of the amplitude of those transients that we want to edit, nothing to do with the modulation. So up here in the top left corner, I'm going to now open my sound editor pane. This is my workspace right here. I'll toggle it on and off like this. Now you have your harmonic overtones, your EQ section, but here you've got your synth section, spectrum, format, and right here in the lower right box, amplitude. Now what this is going to allow me to do is attenuate the attack, sustain, decay, and release of the notes. I can draw in the parameters I want by dragging these triangles around. And if at any time you want to reset that, just here on the top right, just hit Reset All. Now, because there's a strong transient attack here, I'll show you some techniques which I'm going to work with. I want to first give myself a little bit of room for the attack here, and a little plateau for the sustain. Now, as I loop the audio and play it back, I'm going to manipulate these controls, and we're going to shape it where we hear less of the transients. Take a listen. You can also use this as some form of a gate. You notice how it's becoming to sound very staccato as I exaggerate the details here. Now we're going to work on the initial transient, the first section here. So I'm drawing in an amplitude curve that's going to affect every single note here in this option. Now let's bypass and toggle that on and off. I'm going to use the bypass feature right here in the right corner. First, we'll hear it the original. There. This is a small example of one of the powerful new features available since Melodyne 4. Again, it's under the sound editor options, and we're literally drawing in our amplitude curve that's going to affect every single note in our performance that we want to edit. And this is just a quick, easy look at a new feature available under the sound editor pane option when you're working with your sound. Being able to take advantage of features like this can really advance your workflow. Now you know.